All right, guys, let's welcome Wage War to KNOTFEST, to New Pod here, Louder Than Life 2023. How are we doing, guys?
We're chilling.
Hanging out, having a good time. This is obviously for New Pod, so it's KNOTFEST New Metal Podcast. So just a quick history on, new metal in your guys' life. Did you guys grow up listening to it? Did it?
Oh, absolutely, and I still listen to it to this day.
I'd say we are pretty much new metal fans.
New metal heads. All right. Well, let's dive into the bracket challenge and kind of see where we are on this. Whatever band you pick, just kind of elaborate maybe a little bit on what you go with. So right out the gate, Korn versus Limp Bizkit.
Oh, dude, you can't do me like that off the first one. Like overall as a band?
Just what's your preference? You don't.
Oh, dude, this is so hard for me actually. You got a preference?
I'm friends with Head, so we're gonna do Korn.
Nashville represent.
Yeah,
right?
Nashville represent. Much love to Head.
I'm gonna go with this. I've listened to more Korn in my lifetime than Limp Bizkit, but Limp Bizkit's still sick.
Right. These are all high quality band. We were in the Elite Eight.
If you've heard the Stitch lead, you know that it's Korn.
Nice. All right, round two, and this one's probably going to be hardest for you guys of all bands, is Deftones versus Disturbed.
Ooh. I grew up listening to Deftones like all my life, but we just played a show recently with Disturbed, and Disturbed might have changed my mind. So yeah. I'm going Disturbed actually for this one.
Yeah, full Disturbed.
Yeah. Oh wow! All right, it's the first time Disturbed's won over Deftones.
Really?
Oh yeah. System versus Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
That was awfully quick. Any reasons?
Dude, they're the goats.
Meteora was like on track to be one of the first heavy records I ever got, and the opening riff of Don't Stay was like huge for me. Yeah. So, and then I went backwards. It's like I found Meteora, and I was like, oh, Hybrid Theory, and then obviously so Linkin Park for me for sure.
That's one thing, interviewing a lot of heavier bands and gent bands and things like that. Like it's funny how much Linkin Park was kind of the gateway for so many different bands. I mean, you could be, Suicide Silence and Carnifex and all those, just all those bands that you're like, oh yeah, I grew up listening to Linkin Park. And you're like, what?
That was like the first band like me and my dad like connected on together. Yeah. Like he's always been like a classic rock guy, but I remember when Linkin Park came out and he's like, this is cool. I'm like, what? You like this too? It's really cool.
Slipknot versus Evanescence.
Slipknot, dude. Come on.
All right, so the
Get Alive is an absolute heater.
Absolutely.
Banger. All right, final four, Korn versus Disturbed. We're going championship.
Jeez. I'm for right now in this phase of my life, I'll probably say Disturbed because I don't know, they're on my radar a little bit more.
Right. It's funny how many bands that come through here like, well, I played with them. Like we just had Orgasm on, and their final was Slipknot versus Limp Bizkit, and they're out on tour with Corey Taylor, and they just released a song with Fred Durst.
Because it's kind of bands that our band wants to go out
right?
with. So
yeah.
It's like, well, you chose the other band, so you must know.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. I saw you guys on KNOTFEST, and
yeah. Man, that's hard. Because we saw Louder Than Life 2021. I saw Korn, and I got absolutely crushed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go. No answer for that.
You got to pick something.
I can't.
Well, then the next round is Linkin Park versus Slipknot. So what you got?
Okay. Linkin Park was like, it got me going like in music,
right. But
Slipknot, I feel like without listening to Slipknot, I used to go in my room and like turn on like old Slipknot songs and like learn how to be a vocalist. So I feel like Slipknot has a very, very special place in my heart, and I feel like I would not be in Wage War without Slipknot. So going Slipknot.
All right.
My vote's Primer 55.
There we go. That's that. There it is, right there. So we will go. Since you finally played the game properly, we'll go. Since you have no answer versus Primer 55, so you got Slipknot versus Disturbed, man.
Gotta go Slipknot. Gotta go all the way. I love Disturbed, but Slipknot they're my boys.
Awesome. Well, then Slipknot wins it here. So we'll dive into some stuff, man. 10 years of Wage War, man. I saw the 10-year anniversary show posted, sold out, all that good stuff. Just kind of looking back on 10 years, man, like what are your fondest memories of maybe those early days?
It has been a long 10 years,
yeah.
But it's been fun. The early days were a lot of sleeping in the van. Yeah.
A lot of being poor.
Yeah, being poor. One person would get sick, everyone got sick,
right.
So I don't miss that part, but like I would not trade those memories for anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's crazy, man. I mean, there's just so much that's happened, and even just thinking about being on festivals like this and like opening the smallest stage at 11:50 p.m. versus, you know, getting to be on main stage. We have Fire today.
Nice.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like crazy to think about that, and I'm proud of all my guys and our team for the work ethic. Where you know, a lot of bands come and go, and we've always wanted to make sure that we are not that band.
Yeah.
I'm proud of what we've done. I'm thankful for the people that care. And it's certainly way more people than I ever thought would care. So it's special, man. We got a lot of cool stuff planned for this 10-year show, and yeah.
It's funny, I was setting up earlier, and they were doing the production meeting over here, and it was like, all right, the guys that got Pyro today are Godsmack, I forget who else, and Wage War, and I was like, all right, Wage War, got the Pyro going today. I love it, man. Kind of look back at those early days, and I think that, you know, some of those early days of touring obviously are probably the craziest stories ever. You know, I've got stories of you know, you stay at someone's house, but they have birds, and like the birds talk all night or something. You're like trying to like, is anything like that?
You're a chainsaw collector,
right? Anything like that? Just you know, jump to your mind on like crazy floors you slept on.
I remember all of us, like one of our first tours ever. The whole package slept in like one bedroom, and we just lined up on the walls. You know what I'm talking about? It was the promoter's house, and we literally just like 9 dudes just head to the wall, just stacked all around. I mean, bro, we got rushed by Syrian refugees at the border.
Oh, nice.
I mean, you name, like, I feel like you name it, it's happened for sure. We've hit deer.
God.
Yeah, but it's it's all the crazy stuff. I feel like we always talk about we need a coffee table book like this,
right?
Where we all just sit down, write our stories, and one day we'll have this like memoir of like this is what it was like. You know what I mean?
Well, I think a lot of the fun times kind of come out of those early days, to where, not that these aren't fun times, but they're a little bit more structured and may have a little bit more of like, we're going to do this, this, and this, and not hey, can you go find somebody at the merch booth that has a room we can sleep in tonight or something like that. You know, you don't have the madness of, oh, I found a person that'll let us stay at their house, but their mom doesn't know, so we got to sneak in through the side door and stuff like that. You know.
I remember one of our first times in Europe, like we had a bucket seat Sprinter, and we're like, we got to get sleep, so we went and bought pool floats.
Yeah.
And blew those up every night, and we'd have like this little foot pump. Yeah. Like all the kids outside would be seeing us like blowing these little things up. They're just like, what the hell are they doing? I'm like, I'm going to sleep, man.
You guys don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. There's that meme out there, and it's like the wonders of touring, and it's like all you see are like feet hanging out and trash in the van and everything else. It's
piss bottles.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't remember which band it was, but I remember them like opening the van door and like 3 piss bottles. I'm like, what?
Living the dream.
That's funny.
All right, well, Manic's been out for a couple of years now, so you know, obviously, I'm assuming new music starting to. I mean, knowing you, I mean, you got 37 riffs in your pocket right now. So I mean, you know, what's going on with the band?
We're cooking.
Yeah.
We're cooking. We've been going so hard since 2021. Like, as soon as we could get back out there, we did, and we have not stopped since.
Yeah.
We have, in my opinion, some well-deserved time off, and you know, naturally. New music is being cooked up, but we're excited, man, and I feel like coming off the road is always a really good like vision for where you want to take another record, because it's like, all right, cool, here I am with live feedback of what works, you know what I mean, and like, so wait, I enjoy this song and you enjoy this song, let's chase that down,
right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I mean, we're working on it and kind of just planning for next year. Really all we have left is this 10-year show at the end of the year, and yeah, we're taking the time off and getting ourselves right, getting the music right, and just kind of ready to come out guns blazing in 24.
Nice, and you got the mullet game still, you know, running strong. Yeah, you were one of the first that I saw kind of bringing it back, and now it's like kids are getting it, and you know, they're having mullet competitions and everything else, man. So,
I don't know what's going on.
So you brought it back, man. Well, guys, once again, appreciate it. Wage War here at KNOTFEST.com, new pod.